Hello everyone, my name is Jamie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to repot the Devil Monster, which I just got last week. Thank you so much to everyone who has given me some support and tips on whether I should repot her. My instinct was when I first got her that she was in a massive pot, and I did think for the cutting, the pot size is just ludicrous. I've done plenty of Monstera cuttings in general, and this pot size was just too big. The reason I ended up getting this plant was because I could collect this from Birmingham, so it would decrease the stress it would put on the plant. But little did I know that when I bought it, the seller actually only repotted it like a few days ago before I bought it. So really, it defeated the point of me actually going to get it, because it's been repotted in a soil mixture that isn't so chunky and in a pot size that is too big. However, it is still looking really good. So I can't complain. The plant is looking healthy. The new shoot, which I'll put on the screen now, shows the growth in 7 days. So that's pretty good going. It clearly is all right in this pot, but I haven't watered it. If the root system isn't big enough compared to the pot size, it's just a recipe for root rot. All I'm going to do is I've got my aroid mixture here, and then I've also got the pot, which I'm going to have a look at the roots in. If the roots are here, there, and everywhere, then I'll put my hands up and say, look, I was wrong. Maybe its root system is just phenomenal, but I will highly doubt that. We shall see. So let's get into the video. So the first reason I thought why it's just been potted is because the stick that it was supporting on was wobbling so much along with the cutting itself. It didn't seem like the roots were actually in the soil and, gripping onto the soil at all. It was so wobbly. It was just, I literally, as I was carrying it across, the whole plant was like just falling over just like that. So I thought, and then I did message the seller and say, has it just been potted up? So here we go. This is what it was in, a wooden stake, a wooden support. This is the root system, which I am not surprised in. It has quite a lot of rot going on there. So it has some new growth at the bottom, and I'm amazed that this plant is even looking as healthy as it is, because based on that, I mean, if I can show you guys the map, look at that. Can you see that? The size of the plant pot, that is horrendous. That is so bad. It's just, if I watered that whole plant, dead. It just would have died straight away. I haven't even watered it and it's already got rot coming off the roots. That is pretty, I'm pretty shocked about that. So the soil mixture itself is super dense. I mean, it is like, I don't know if I can show you guys, I'm going to make a mess here, but that's it. It's just this dense soil that I reckon it has a few bits of pumice in. But if you compare, like, I'm gonna show you guys through this while I pop this plant down. That is bad. That is really bad. So yeah, so the potting mixture here, this is the crunchy one that I make with bark, leca, perlite. It's just falls out of your hand, right? This is dry as well. Would have been goner. Absolute goner. But that is it. She does have new growth. So she does have some new growth along there. But I'm definitely going to pop her in a super small pot, because all of this is just dead. It's just gone. So what I will do is I will just take off some of the roots that are dying, and I'm going to repot her in a much smaller pot. But yeah, just again, that is the pot size. It's weighty, that. It's a good old weight. That is how to kill your very expensive plant 101. So thank you so much, guys. I did say on the video, if you haven't watched it before, go and have a look at the video of me picking this plant up. But I did say it looks like a really big pot. I'm just so glad I didn't water it, because the soil is bone dry. But I mean, that's just, yeah. How the leaf has not shown any distress from that, I am absolutely gobsmacked. Honestly, the leaves the leaf, not leaves, there's only one. The leaf seems so sturdy as well. It doesn't seem flimsy. It seems proper. The texture of it seems so hard. It does seem like a sturdy plant, but famous last words on that. Now, so here you can see that is pretty much what is left of the root system. Get rid of that. So as much as it is pretty bad that they've given me a plant pot size that big, it's actually just showing growth there. So I'm not too unhappy. Well, I'm not unhappy at all, but I'm just shocked. I'm so shocked. But yeah, you can see that there's some new roots growing. I don't know if the camera's focusing on that. So I was thinking about putting her in semi-hydro just because it's a safe bet and making sure that the plant doesn't get any root rot. But I think I'll just pot her up in this soil mixture. So I will make a video of what soil mixture, how to make the soil mixture I've got here. To be honest, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that I've just copied on how to make the soil mixture dense. The reasoning is because you just don't want the roots to just be condensed in soil. They like the aroids like the chunky mixtures, a well-drained soil mixture. It does mean I have to water the plants more than I normally would if it was in a mixture of what was in that. But I would rather water it more, i.e. once a week in the summer, once every 2-3 weeks in the winter. But then keep the plant alive, then have like a condensed soil mixture and have root rot and kill the plant. So yes, this is her. The new growth is looking good. She's looking really good there. So I can't complain. The seller had a mother plant, chopped it up. So I can't complain really. Just got to be super delicate with her. Now I'm not also going to use this just because this could rot as well, the wood. I've actually got like a metal pole. So I'm just going to literally attach her onto that, repot her and see how that leaf does. So let me go and get a pot for her. Okay, so I'm back. Now this is the pot I'm going to use to repot the Monstera in. It's just a little bit smaller than the previous pot, so that should be okay, right? I'm only joking. But you're like, no, don't use it, don't use it. No. It's like super small. Don't worry, I'm not using that. I'm only joking. I wouldn't do that. So I'm going to use this pot, 18.5 centimetre pot. This one, absolute tub of a unit. So you can see the pot size difference. So that is the size difference that I will be using. And then this is the plant in relation to the pot. So it's possibly a little bit big still, but I'm just going to be super careful on watering her. I've got one of these. I don't know about you guys, but I have one of these, but like half of the fun is getting your hands dirty with it, right? Okay, so the metal stake, just because I'm not a fan of using the wooden ones or the bamboo. Like I've got bamboo ones and they just all used to get like rotty. Like this has probably not been in there that long and it's just already getting a bit rotten. Now, possibly some of you may start saying that I should have put hydrogen peroxide on this because it might have had a little bit of rot, which you could be right. And I could, on camera, be a complete numpty. I don't know. I think if I put hydrogen peroxide on the roots, it would damage the plant. It's not at DEFCON 5 where the plant has rot everywhere and it does have new growth in it. So me just bleaching the roots for 24 hours and then seeing if it grows, and I just don't think it's necessary yet. Hopefully it shouldn't be necessary at all. Boom, this is her. So I'm just going to get some tape. Right, so if it's a little bit darker, getting the tape in excitement of me potting this, I did just fall over the light and the light's now turned off. So I think I might have broken that. So, whoops. This is all potted up. So she's got metal pole aroid mix, perlite, bark, leca, you know all the drills with that. So I've got a clear pot just so I can see. You can see some of the roots in there. So just so I can see what the root system is doing. I love the roots anyway. Actually, half the fun in it. And hopefully, this is a video that has saved this plant from dying if I watered it. These are the bits of root that just came off it straight away. I'm still shocked about that. But yeah, hopefully she might get a little bit stressed. And I'll put her back in the cabinet, and then hopefully after a few weeks of acclimatizing to the new mixture and the new pot, she is super happy. But let me know if you guys have had any problems about buying importing plants and having any problems with the roots and the potting mixture. I know. Thank you so much again, you guys. I've only done 4 videos, but the support I've got of you guys letting me know to repot this, I would have done it anyway, but just you guys did reiterate to me that, look, it needs to be repotted. So thanks to you, you saved this plant from dying, not me. So this is the pot difference at the end. I know I should have probably checked the roots once I bought it. As a few of you said that on the video. I should have checked the roots. I usually do. So with cuttings, if it's in moss, of course, if I'm going to take it out of the moss because it's just wrapped up in cling film, I would have checked those roots. However, because I genuinely thought that when I bought it, it was in its original pot, then I wouldn't have had to check the roots. So I didn't want to give it a lot of stress. I did ask the seller. The seller said to wait a few weeks anyway. So yeah, but I hear you all on what you were saying about checking the roots, repotting. But it's done now. The roots. There's one big root that I'm praying on. This is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like these videos. Plenty more to come. I'm going to do one every week on loads of different things. Drop a comment on any problems you've had when you bought a plant, if you've had any at all or overcome any problems. But thank you so much for watching again. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.